just as, but more with Gary Tyler's live. I got a letter from his mother, said please say something to my son. Truth is, oh, Angola, Louisiana, you're the one. We're here, I ain't never been nowhere near Angola, Louisiana, down in St. Charles Parish. Well, I'm feeling fine. Well, I could have been doing time. Well, I'm doing fine, thank you. Well, I could have been pulling time. I know brother man doing time, and he didn't commit no crime. So, thank you, I'm doing fine. 'Cause I could have been pulling time. Well, I've been painted a picture of Angola, Louisiana. Pictures of deals in back alleys where politicians often hide. But it's much more important to me than Angola, Louisiana. Got a lot to do with justice, but more with Gary Tyler's live. I got a letter from his mother, said please say something to my son. Truth is, oh, Angola, Louisiana, you're the one. We're here, I ain't never been nowhere near Angola, Louisiana, down in St. Charles Parish, where the sun won't go alone. We're here, but injustice is not confined to Angola, Louisiana. No, it can walk in your living room as long as it's around your home. Send love to Brother Tyler, but after all is said and done, truth is, Angola, Louisiana, you're the one. We're here, I can't tell a man not to defend himself, not at this late stage. Can't tell a man he ain't got no right to nowhere, not in this day and age. The song may not touch a whole lot of people, persuaded by the truth, but take a look at what's going on, people, 'cause this all could happen to you, yeah. Truth is be now, I've been painted a picture of Angola, Louisiana, down in St. Charles Parish, where the sun won't go alone. Yeah, but injustice is not confined to Angola, Louisiana. Well, it could be in your living room. Brother Tyler, hold on, be strong. You're not alone, see. I've got a letter from his mother that said please say something to my son. The truth is, never be another one like that one. Say like, ain't go to Louisiana, sure enough the one. They said the blues is sure enough news down there. Ain't go to Louisiana, sure enough the one. One for Louise, don't forget Anna, please. Ain't go to Louisiana, say, well, I'm doing fine, 'cause I could have been doing time. Angola, Louisiana, say, could have been pulling time down there where the sun shooting up, don't shine. Yeah. Angola, Louisiana, feel like, well, I'm doing fine. I could have been pulling time. I'm doing fine. I could have been pulling time. Well, I'm doing fine. Thank you. I could have been pulling time. I'm doing fine.
For a long time. But it may not take off under these conditions. Used to say, you know, one L, two T's, and no I. That's how you spell Gil and Scott and Heron. They would say, you know, this is Bob Scott's boy. They would just skip over Gil, you know, when they were describing me in Tennessee. They would say, you know, it's Bob Scott's boy. Whatever he want to do is all right. The reputation that my grandfather had, many years after his death, because of what he had meant in the community. And I got to know him and what that was all about through the way they treated me, because I was kin to him. And I was Bob Scott's boy. They still looked at my grandmother as a contact, as a touch to me, with a certain amount of respect that had been intended initially for him, that had been given him. This still carried a lot of weight in the black community in Tennessee. And I do this song about Fannie Lou Hamer, who was also a diminutive force of nature in Mississippi. Small, dark, stout. My grandmother was small, light-skinned, thin-boned, but very well respected, and very much forces in the community in terms of like asking people to continue to do the right thing and to continue to stand where they had been standing, that was going to be all right. There was nothing wrong with standing up for what you believed in, and that there was something very wrong in not standing up for what you believed in. You had to move as a community in them days, because they picked you off one by one. We were still being lynched in Tennessee and Mississippi at the time. Emmett Till, Mac Parker, others were still being mistreated, and mistreated to the maximum. Your life being taken. So you needed to have someone to remind you that as if we were like this, we're all right. If we stand this way, they can break the fingers. This was the image that was used. When you're urged to do something is one thing, but when you are led, somebody threatens to be the only one who goes, you don't go. Sometimes I feel like I'm just standing in place, ain't no real race. Warning, there's another side. Life is like a circle, if you end up where you started, if you end up where you started, if you end up where you started, ain't no other side. Hey, even if you ain't got no job, there's some shit you could be doing, you know, because there's a lot of things that need to be done. So the last thing that's available to you is your right to complain. If you ain't gonna do nothing else, don't say nothing. Just shut the fuck up. If you're not gonna work, if you're not gonna help, do not complain about what ain't happening, because you could be doing that. You can't never tell nobody else that you didn't get no break because you black. Get on there. You're always going to be black. Whatever excuse people carry around with them is generally something like, I never had a chance. All right, but now you got one. You can't say that no more. You know, all we want people to do is to accomplish something, as opposed to criticizing the people who didn't get to do that for you yet. You just complain about what they didn't do yet. Okay, so that always give you a position to complain with, because there'll always be something you could find that has not been done yet. What we're saying is either contribute or shut up. If somebody comes to you and asks for help, and you can help them, You're supposed to help them. Why wouldn't you? You have been put in the position somehow to be able to help this person. And something within them, because it takes a lot for a person to come and ask you, anybody, to loan them something, to help them, because they need this. They have broken themselves all the way down to the point where they will come and do that. You're supposed to do that, and you're supposed to do it as painlessly as possible. You will be helped in your soul by doing it. Your soul needs help. And this is something you can do a little bit of something every day to help your insides. You see, like your insides are more important if you can understand it, because they support everything that you radiate towards. Everybody that you come in contact with can feel that. I'm saying, like, people who spend a lot of time looking in the mirror, they know how they look, sort of. But the way you know how you look really is in the expressions on other people's faces when you say something. And how you look is on the expressions of these other people's faces, on the smile they give you when you play a song for them, or you give them an idea that they can go do something with. These are gifts. These are things that you've been given, and you're not supposed to keep them to yourself. You're supposed to share them. From the Indians who welcome the pilgrims to the buffalo who once ruled the plain, like the vultures, the circling beneath the dark clouds, looking for the rain. Yeah, been looking for the rain.
Blow, wind, blow, further than 1,000 miles. Blow, wind, blow, transporter of the clouds. Blow, wind, blow, fanner of 1,000 fires. Every place you go, well, the people got a need to understand it. Yes, the people wanna know, won't you blow, wind, blow. Fly, breeze, fly, like a symbol of a change. Conquer time. Fly, breeze, fly, between the sunshine and the rain. Can't you see, moving on from place to place, that there's a need for peace, written on everybody's face. Won't you fly, breeze, fly? You alone have been to Africa to hear the rhythm, and at the same time in America to get word to my brothers, but I really didn't know how, not until now, until now. Blow, wind, blow, please tell them don't give up the fight.
rap music today that there is a lack of like some of the real soul that made it really special in the 60s.
I can't tell who's singing. That's what really bothers me, is that I don't know who it is. What I like about music, and the kind of music that I like, is the kind that, like, hey, 20 seconds into the tune, you know who this artist is because there's something unique about him or her. That's why they put this record on.
Yeah.
Not because it sounded like this one or it fit comfortably between commercials, but because there's really something worthwhile here.
Yeah.
And I'm saying when one turns to the other, which turns to the other one, which turns into and around and in on itself again, I'm just not happy. I hope those people are who are playing that stuff. But I really like individual music, and it doesn't matter like where it's coming from. Okay, George Bernard Shaw goes to this party with these very bourgeois people, and of course he's sort of bohemian before they had a word for it. And so this very stuffy woman comes over and says, "Oh, Mr. Shaw, are you enjoying yourself?" He says, "Yes, damn it, but that's all." This is a rather pregnant-looking 7-Up.
Americans have got a reputation, if you don't mind me saying, in certain English circles for being insincere, and that's where you seem to differ in the...
Well, that's what we were saying about the mass production.
That's right.
You know, it don't have no substance, so you can produce a lot of them very quickly, but they just as quickly lose their flavor. You know, just as quickly as something is #1 this week, you never heard of the people who did it next week because there was no substance there.
That's right.
It was disco duck. It was 1 in a million. It was not to be heard from again. It was
right.
damn glad to see you go and wonder how you got here. It was, it was all those
That
things.
was the thing about, you know, the song The Message, Grandmaster Flash.
Right, and what was the message?
Hiya, folks. Now, here on Switch,
We'd like to have Brother Robert Gordon, the Secretary of Entertainment, bring you a little bit of the melody because we'd like to have y'all help us with a song that we're going to do. We'd like to have the chairman of the Vibmosphere come together. The song is called Angel Dust. Everybody got their part. Angel dust. Second time we get to 2, we're gonna be looking for everybody to help us out a little bit. So 1, 2, 1, 2. One time, say. Looking for the harmony this time, y'all. He was grooving, and that was when he could have sworn the room was moving. Hey, but that was only in mind how he was sailing. Never really seemed to notice the physical feeling. Hey, 'cause that was all part of the high, so it was boring. And he couldn't take it. The room was exploding. Might not make it. Say, Angel dust. Stuck in to say, somebody help. Angel dust. It don't mean nobody no good. Angel dust. And you won't remember what you're missing, but down some dead end street, there ain't no turning back. Woo! You never get away. Sometimes been sneaking up on the system. They were standing everybody in a circle, the whole family. Yes, and listen to the